New York Times, please. Thank you. February 1st, 2014. Lenny Lefevre of St. Charles lands a job. Lefevre said the career transformation process that he learned from Michigan Shifting Gears is what has made him a success. His wife, Jody, was the person that gave him the confidence to sign up and the determination to follow through with this program. He would like to thank Molly Leonard, Donna Darrow, John Newman, and Kathy Lewis, and all his cohort members. He admitted that Kathy Lewis scares the heck out of me. Lefevre's old job with his brothers and sisters running the family business has become a distant memory. And in closing, he said he expects to live happily ever after.
I was a recovering academic. I joined Michigan Shifting Gears to find a job where I would utilize all my skills and knowledge. One of the most valuable experiences as a result of the program and networking was the amazing people that I met, including hedge fund managers, entrepreneurs, IT geeks, alternative energy avatars, a world traveling and recovering Borders employee, and other world travelers from whose experience that we shared in common, I learned that I too have skills to utilize both sides of my brain that will help me to continue my unique journey successfully. In future, I will be finding myself in a medical environment, finding the right fit where I will make a difference, and continuing to volunteer in my community and artistically be involved. Thank you.
For Michigan Shifting Gears, I was a self-described odd bird. I was looking to transition from something that I had been doing for 18 years to something different and something new. And I was finding it very difficult to get my foot in the door and make that step forward. Well, I found Michigan Shifting Gears, and I knew this was the right program for me. They gave me the tools that I need to repackage myself and present myself anew to whatever comes my way. One of the things that I was given in this process was a terrific mentor who reminded me that I do not need to compromise on who I am. And she also reminded me that there is a spot for me out there in this world. I am fearless. And I am, and I continue to be in the future, me.
For the past 16 years, I had held a position as Chief Information Officer for several banks in the area. Early in my career, I'd had the opportunity to work for a couple of startup and early stage companies, and I was doing things that I really enjoyed. When I came to Shifting Gears, I had been trying to find ways to connect with companies that were working in the mission economy, but I was really concerned and wondering whether my skills and experiences would be of value to them. In the program, thanks to this wonderful group, they taught me that my skills and experiences could be of value. They showed me how to present myself. I learned how to enjoy networking and how to and appreciate the power of creating those connections and supporting them. As I transitioned through this process, I learned a number of things. The most important thing I learned, though, was really understanding exactly what I wanted to do and why I wanted to do it. I'm grateful for everything that everybody did for me, and I'm also happy to announce that I've decided to create my own job, and I've begun the process, and I will be launching my consulting business in January of next year. So thank you very much.
When I came to Shifting Gears, I was coming from the 36th District Court in Detroit for the last 2 years, and prior to that, city of Detroit. So I was really exiting political tsunami. In August, for the first time in about 28, 30 years, I found myself without work. So being a person who likes structure and a person who loves to learn, when I ran across this program, I thought it would be perfect to help me refocus, gain some clarity, and understand what skill set that I have that I can bring to the next portion of my career. While in this program, I've learned the importance of networking, and more importantly, I've learned the importance of sharing my story. I'm a person that likes to encourage others, and it's really hard for me to talk about me, but this has taught me that you have to do that. I don't know why I'm so emotional. I told them earlier I'm a little melancholy because this has been a wonderful experience. The guest speakers, the facilitators, my peers, I'm so glad that the Lord lined me up with this program. It is exactly what I needed, and it's going to launch me into the next portion of my career. Okay, they can cut this out of the tape. But I just want to conclude by saying, Molly always tells us we're exactly where we're supposed to be. My personal philosophy is nothing just happens for no reason. So I am exactly where I'm supposed to be, and when I land, it'll be when I land. Thank you.
I felt lost. I had left a career in human resources with Ford Motor Company and decided to stay at home with my children. I had been out of the workforce for 5 years and felt that it was a good time to return, but I didn't know how to go about reestablishing my professional contacts. I joined the Shifting Gears program to rediscover that part of myself and to jumpstart my career transition process. The most valuable experience that I received through this program was the interaction with the people in similar situations, and also hearing from guest speakers who had gone through similar transitions and been successful. As a result of that experience, I've gained a true sense of what people can do when they are guided by their hopes and not by their fears. I'm looking forward to the opportunities that lie ahead and now have the confidence to seek out opportunities where I know I can make a valuable contribution. I would like to thank everyone involved in the program, participants, facilitators, and anyone else, and just express my appreciation for helping to rebuild that confidence and giving me the courage to move forward in my transition.
Prior to last summer, I was a channel and partner manager for a large software company. Winston Churchill once said, "Never give in. Never, 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 in nothing, great or small, large or petty, never give in." Pretty good advice for those of us in Michigan Shifting Gears. If I were to follow that format and to offer my 2 cents, I'd just add network, 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 and never stop networking. I joined Michigan Shifting Gears to see if I could take my business development skills from the large corporation and somehow bring that to the new economy, and I now have the confidence that I can really do that. I attended a Starting Your Own Business seminar, and I dragged my daughter along somewhat reluctantly. But as a result of the seminar and the networking opportunities we've had, she's made some fantastic connections, and her dream of getting a brew pub started is well down the path. I don't know exactly where my journey is going to take me, but it's going to be in a lot of different areas, unlike my past life. So I'm continuing to pursue these multiple opportunities. And I would like to thank my lovely wife for going along with all of this, and also to thank the facilitators, the mentors, and everybody else that's helped us here. Hope to see you at the brew pub. Cheers.
I was a freelance editor, stuck in a rut as an underpaid textbook copy editor. And I initially joined Shifting Gears to expand my freelance writing and editing business. But but one of the most valuable experiences that I've had as a result of being in this program is finding that I'm happiest when I'm involved in advocating for causes that I believe in, especially the revitalization of Detroit. So, as a result, I've learned that there are many stories to be told about Detroit, and in the future, I will be seeking out and writing those stories, and hopefully making a decent living at it as well. Thank you.
I'm a big liar because I told my wife I was working the last 3 months. There she is. And it was a good way to get out of the house and away from the kids and all that. Actually, I was on my driveway with a giant 6-foot by 20-foot fishing lure, literally, that I had in Art Prize Grand Rapids during last year. And I found myself refurbishing it, trying to get it presentable to sell it. And this is like the 1 millionth attempt for me to find notoriety and make a living as a career as an artist. Since I've been in the program, I've been very grateful for everything that's been coming, that I've been having the experience with, whether it's the mentors and the networking, and I found a great deal of pleasure out of speaking with people on the side and personally, and getting to know Donna. And Jeffrey was very helpful, and I still meet with her and the mentors. It's all been good. They said that I landed, and I feel like I'm really launching. I haven't landed in a sense that everybody else is probably looking at, but I'm launching a line of clothes. And this is a tie, and my wife's wearing a scarf, and but I'm also looking for opportunities to make a consistent living, and I think this program will give me the tools to do that. Thank you.
Last summer, I found myself at home feeling irrelevant, kind of a burned-out refugee of the newspaper industry. And Lenny, you stole my thunder, pal. I should have thought of that. On my own, I was trying to figure out the next chapter of my life. And truthfully, it was not going well. I was stuck. I was bored. I was lonely. My family didn't like me. Well, they liked me, but, I was boring them. And I was really frustrated over my lack of progress. It was to the point I had to do something. So I signed up for Michigan Shifting Gears. Not only that, I committed to doing everything that Michigan Shifting Gears asked me to do. And I did. So it worked. I learned I want to work for myself. I know I need to be involved with other people. I know I want to help other folks solve their problems, and at the end of the day, I want to go home with a sense of accomplishment. Now, I see myself as a successful communications consultant, willing and able to help businesses and individuals tell their stories to the world. I'm in a really good place because of Michigan Shifting Gears. Thank you to everyone who helped. It's been amazing.
I was a laid-off manufacturing worker since 2008 and 2012 looking for work. I happened to receive an email about a Shifting Gears program, and it was like a light in a dark world. I immediately called the number I saw in the email and started talking to a very warm and friendly woman called Princess Rhonda. Who we connected immediately, and I told her my story, and from there, that's when my journey with Shifting Gears began. I became a participant. I joined for hope, support, and healing. One of the most valuable experiences as a result of the program is the love and encouragement I have received from the wonderful facilitators and to my supportive Cohort family. And as a result, I learned that there is hope and networking is important, and to be involved in many creative opportunities. So in the future, I will stay focused and positive. I will find meaningful employment, but never give up on my decision on my dream, which is to start my own business of helping women with depression. And finally, I can say there is light. Thank you.
To take a bit of a leap of faith. I had a good 10-year career working at automotive engineering, GM, and decided it was time to start a new chapter in my life, and it has been good. I found a deep entrepreneurial spirit there, and I wanted to pursue that. And kind of makes me think a little of Jeffrey Post, saying that for some people they think in the box, some people outside the box, and then for others there is no box. And that was inspiring. And I realized that maybe I need to step outside the box a little bit, try something a little different. Probably one of the more interesting, inspirational parts of the program was a video clip we watched, Simon Sinek. And he had mentioned that people who succeed are people who believe, and I do think that's true. I've decided that it is important to continue to believe in God, to believe in yourself, and to believe in others. So I'd like to thank everybody who's been a part of this. It's been a pleasure knowing all of you, meeting all of you. I hope to continue to know all of you for a good long time, and thank you to everyone.
A local government position as a supervisor, and although that is a very comfortable position, it was not very inspiring. And that's what I consider my landing, is that I am now taking that step out of that comfort zone and going out and doing what is meaningful to me. And I joined Shifting Gears to redefine what I expect my career to be going forward in this new adventure that I'm on. One of the most valuable experiences as a result of this program is that I am now the CEO of my career and this new adventure into supply and materials chain and working with consumer products. The skills that I have, is what I've realized, are very valuable, and I've learned how to apply those to my future employer. So I'm looking forward to those opportunities. I'm very grateful to all the speakers, the facilitators, the mentors of this program. It has been a great opportunity, and I'm especially thankful to Bob and Rex Peterson, the owners of Michigan's Greatest Fudge, who gave me the opportunity to be an intern and practice my skills and realize that work is the adult form of play.
I was a financial professional looking for new, fun, and satisfying work. I came to the program looking for a shift in direction. And one of the most valuable experiences that I had was my internship with the Detroit Training Center. And what I learned was that there was a need for my skill set in early stage companies, and also an appreciation for my skills. So as I move forward, what I am looking for is opportunities with organizations that provide financial counseling and strategic planning services. And I'm also going to explore the possibility of consulting to help early stage businesses develop relationships with their financial partners. And I would like to thank each and every one who's been a part of my process.
I arrived at this computer screen one day and saw Shifting Gears, and after 40 years of working in pretty much one industry, I found myself on the outside, and what am I going to do? And I tried playing around with my own company for a while, and that kind of didn't go anywhere, and I thought, well, I got two options. I can do this, or I can go spend a pile of money and get re-educated, which is, of course, what the counselors wanted me to do. So I chose this. And the reason I did was because this really brought some focus and direction, and I realized, gosh, it's been 15 years since I had an interview. I'm not really prepared to go out in 2013 and find a job. These guys did a great job of pulling that all together for me and giving me the information and the knowledge and the tools and the foundation to make that work. And going forward from here, I plan on working in a field of multimedia creation that's going to combine my life skills of video and audio production and marry them with my passion for creativity and technology. Our buddy when it works. I like to call that the Bob Miller experience. Some of you have already experienced that. And I also want to take a moment to thank everybody that's been so important to making this happen. Guys, we couldn't have done it without you. Thank you very much.
I was like a person waking up from the dead. I was like Rip Van Winkle. and I had come through so many major life transitions in my career, in my health, my personal life, just a multitude of things. So I joined Shifting Gears to figure out where the heck am I, internally and externally. One of the most valuable experiences was on the second day when I walked in, and we had a chart showing us the process of endings and the process of transitions. And for me, to have a name for what I was experiencing and to have a path that was identified as a process that I was going through was tremendously freeing. So through this program, I learned to connect. I was amazed. I have been amazed at the connections that I've had with the other members of the cohort, to be able to understand how to connect via social media, and also to this new community for me of Ann Arbor and the larger surrounding area in Michigan. As I move forward, I am becoming much more fully engaged in my new life as a musician, teacher, and facilitator of community. Celebrate life with music.
I started out a long time ago realizing that where I wanted to go in life wasn't where I was going. And probably about 6 or 8 months ago, I had a really muddied vision of the job market. And by chance, I came upon the information from the Michigan Works website and thought, I have nothing to lose. And I think, as John and Kathy know, I'm an avid learner. And so I thought, I need to learn more. And, one of the things I thought about in this was that, I set a goal for myself that I needed to adopt the correct attitudes to be an asset both to myself and to others. And I chose to seek out a way forward to find something that I could make my own. This is not the end. This is a beginning. And I think that for all of us here, you can't look at a program like this as a beginning, or I should say as an end, as a completion, but rather beginning to something even better. And I look to take the skills I learned on and improve upon them and build upon them, much like, I'm actually back home. I'm a graduate of Oakland University, and so my Spanish skills I've improved upon from being here. And so I hope to do everything I can to improve upon what I've learned and continue.
I began Michigan Shifting Gears as an operations manager for a women's health imaging startup. During this program, I most valued a chance meeting that I had with a gentleman while I was on the Oakland County's Medical Innovations Tour. As we sat over coffee, he spoke of unexpected career changes, joblessness, and successes, his successes in failures. He told me that if you take a job with a startup, don't think that it's the one. Just be aware that it's an opportunity for you to launch and to learn. His conversation focused on struggle, entrepreneurship, leadership, and sustainable opportunities. For me, during this program, it was a very pivotal and defining moment. I'd like to give my deepest thanks to the whole Sensei group. I really do appreciate it, and to the governor for making all of this possible. Moving forward, I stand accountable as the author of me, and I'm ready to roll. Thank you.
Prior to joining Shifting Gears, I was feeling disoriented and alone, facing unemployment after working for decades for a single employer in the corporate world. And when I joined the program, I was hoping to find opportunities to transfer my skills into the small business environment, and it turned out that my internship was pivotal in that regard. I had a chance to edit a white paper and to develop a data mining profile for a healthcare information portal, and I discovered that I could make a difference while utilizing writing and organizational skills that I wanted to develop. Going forward, I hope to leverage my experience and hopefully work for a small company that's providing technology solutions in either the healthcare or educational space. Thank you.
I was the director of marketing for Craft Made Cabinetry. My responsibilities typically demanded 80-hour work weeks, leaving little time for family and health priorities. I hadn't run a marathon, which is one of my passions, in more than 3 years. Shifting gears has helped me to figure out how to repackage myself into something that can be resold to a company who will value my skills and help me transfer those into a company who needs those, needs my enthusiasm, needs my energy, needs my intelligence and my creativity. The best experience I've had during shifting gears, and it's tough to rank them because they've all been fabulous and challenging, has been the pro bono internship, because I have gotten to figure out if I could work in a small company, in a startup. And indeed I can. It was unique for me because I got to advise on marketing strategy and business strategy, ultimately leaving the decision on which direction to head up to the founders. And that has been great. That's been refreshing. Execution left up to me, but decision left to them. Fabulous. In the future, I will be, that's great. That's perfect for me. That's not 80 hours. That's a manageable amount of hours. In the future, I'll be working in and around businesses where I can create, collaborate, learn, laugh, enjoy, share, really love what I'm doing, and work very hard, which tends to be my nature, but also put my priorities back in the right order and keep them that way.
After spending most of my life in Detroit, I became unemployed in Detroit and also unexpectedly relocated to a community where I had no professional contacts. I joined Michigan Shifting Gears to seek career direction and meet folks that could guide me. One of the most valuable experiences as a result of this program was obtaining a new network and networking skills. I've learned how to develop and maintain a professional network and how to build and nurture relationships. I'm not sure where this all will take me, but I'm open to whichever direction my journey leads me. Thank you all for coming to be with us today.